Hello students, in this video we are going to understand what is periodic table. You know periodic table. Periodic table has a purpose and how it helps us in understanding the properties of elements. Why the periodic table is made. So these things we are going to see in this video. Come, let us understand. A periodic table is a tabular arrangement of elements on the basis of their properties. It makes the study of elements easier and simpler. Now, why do we need a periodic table? You know, so far about 120 elements have been discovered. Now, if one person wants to study the properties of all these elements one by one, it is not possible in his lifetime, because each element, if you study, the study is so deep, it goes and it takes years, and books can be written on that. Now, it is not right also that you study some selected elements and leave others, because you will not understand, you will not have a complete idea of the properties of elements then. So it is better to have a comparative study of elements. So the purpose of the periodic table is to understand the properties of elements in a better manner, so that it makes a study of elements easier and simpler. So the study began when in the time of alchemists. So when they initially believed that there were only 5 elements, and then they understood slowly. Initially they had they considered water as an element, but later they understood it's a compound of 2 elements, hydrogen and oxygen. So this way the discovery of elements took interest, and it went on, and many elements have been discovered. So once we had a very good number of elements, the study became very difficult at this time. So the comparison and classifying and arranging elements of similar properties together, it started. So many people contributed to arranging elements with similar properties together. Arranging elements with similar properties together. This was one topic of curiosity at that time. And then also classifying elements on the basis of properties. Both the things are same, but the approach is different. One starts arranging similar elements together, the other starts putting elements of similar properties into separate categories. So they tried their different approaches, and so we have different people's contribution in front of us to study today. So what we have the first person here called the Dobryner. His name is Dobryner. This Dobryner proposed a law called the law of triads. The law of triads. What is law of triads? What did he propose? It's a very long law. Chemically analogous elements, when arranged in the increasing order of their atomic weights, form well marked groups of 3 called triads, in which the atomic weights of the mid element is usually found to be the arithmetic mean of the atomic weights of the other 2 elements. This is what Dobryner said. It's very long. I make it simple. So what is he saying here? He is saying that if you find elements with similar properties and you start arranging them in the increasing order of their atomic weights, what you will find is you will find elements with similar properties, and they will form a set of 3. Example, he took the first set he took was lithium, sodium and potassium. Lithium, sodium and potassium. And how he arranged? He arranged them in the increasing order of their atomic weights. So what is the atomic weight of lithium? Is 7. Sodium atomic weight is 23. And potassium atomic weight is 39. So the increasing order he arranged there. What he says is this is a set of 3, and he called this set a triad. And what is the speciality of the triad? If you take the arithmetic means the average of the atomic weights of the first and the last element, third element. So you add these two, 7 plus 39 is equal to 46. and divided by 2, because there are two elements, divided by 2, that is average, comes 23, and that is the atomic weight of the mid element. That is what he is saying. Now it's looking very interesting, but at the same time the question is, how does this help the study of the properties of elements? Many questions were asked. So we will understand what happened to this theory afterwards. Now, when he proposed this theory, and other scientists and other people were also studying, so most people found that it is not helping us in the study of the properties of elements. Why? There are two reasons. Number one is, when there are many triads that were formed where the similar properties were not there. All triads did not have same properties. This is one thing. And also there were some elements with similar properties. Elements with similar properties. There were many elements with similar properties did not form triads. Means the average did not work out this way. So this is the problem that was faced here. So people thought this is not going to help in the study of elements. So this theory was discarded. Dobrynin's theory was discarded. Why discarded? Because it is just a disorderly collection. Disorderly collection of elements, not found useful in the study of the properties of elements. So this is the reason it was discarded. So Dobrynin's law of triads was discarded because it was not found useful in the study of the properties of elements. Yes. Now we go to the next theory. After this, the next theory that was used in the classification element is the law of octaves. It was proposed by a scientist called Newland. So Newland proposed this law. Newland's law of octaves states that elements, when arranged in the increasing order of their atomic weights, show resemblance between the first and the eighth element. See, show resemblance between first and the eighth element in their physical and chemical properties. So what he is saying is, if you arrange elements in the increasing order of their atomic weights, what you will find is, you will find that the first element and the eighth element will have similar properties. And he has compared it. This is similar to the notes in a musical scale. In a musical scale, if you know how to play a keyboard or any musical instrument, there is a musical set of musical notes that is there. That is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then C. The first and the eighth note are same. This is the first note, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. First and eighth are C, same. So in Hindi or in Indian music, they call it Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Tha, Ni, Sa. So Sa, it begins with Sa and ends with Sa. So the first and the eighth notes are same. So he is saying elements, when arranged in the increased order of atomic weights, they will also show same resemblance. So when he arranged elements like lithium, so the next element is beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, and then sodium. After that is sodium. See the atomic weight, this is 7, this is 9 and 11, and carbon is 12, nitrogen 14, oxygen 16, fluorine is 19, and sodium 23. So this is how the elements were going. Now when he arranged that, the first element lithium, and here the eighth element, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can see that. So the first and the eighth, they had similar properties. Lithium and the sodium both had similar properties. So it was going well. So people were trying to understand this. Now what happened is, even though this is same, there were problems when new elements were discovered. What was the new element discovered? The next new element discovered was neon. Neon with a symbol Ne, and its atomic weight is 22. So where will you fit this neon? Neon has to come here between fluorine and sodium. So 22. Now what happens? The first element and the eighth element is this neon. Neon is a noble gas, as we all know. Lithium is highly active metal. Now sodium was highly active metal, it was matching, but when the new element came, it was not fitting. So this law also was not helping. So what happened? This law was discarded. This also was discarded. Why was it discarded? Because, come on, what is the reason? Because it was not found true when new elements were discovered. It was not found true when new elements were discovered. So this man who came with the musical notes had to go away, because nobody was accepting his theory, because it is not helping us to understand the properties of elements. So that was Newland's law of octaves, which has failed. So I think you understood this. What did we discuss today? More than about 120 elements discovered. Out of this, studying all the elements together is a difficult thing. So we have to classify and arrange elements according to their properties. So for this purpose, periodic table is created, and there were people who contributed in the periodic table. The Dobriner, who proposed the law of triads, he said elements when arranged in the increasing order of their atomic weights form well-marked groups of 3 called triads. And in the triad, what are the properties? The arithmetic mean of the atomic weights of the first and the third element equals the atomic weight of the mid element. Now this theory was discarded because it was just a disorderly collection of elements, not found useful in the study of elements, in the properties of the elements. And then came the next scientist called Newland. Newland proposed a law called the law of octaves, which states that elements when arranged in the increasing order of their atomic weight show resemblance between first and the eighth element. He said first and the eighth elements will be having similar properties if you arrange them in the increasing order of their atomic weights. This law also was discarded. And why it was discarded? Because when new elements were discovered, this was not found true, and so it was discarded. So the next person who came to contribute to the periodic table is Mendeleev. I'll discuss that in my next video. Thank you children for watching. I hope you understood. Please subscribe the channel and write your comments. Thank you.